Hello everyone and welcome to Crafting with Amy. If you're new here, I want to welcome you, and if you're a returning subscriber, I really do appreciate you all. Today I'm doing a how to create a stencil using Cricut Design Space. I'm going to be using this Cricut Stencil Film and this HTV Transfer Tape and a wooden sign. This came from Dollar Tree. I made this previously. It was too long and it wouldn't, because I'm using my phone, it wouldn't upload, so it was too large. So I'm trying again. So I'm in Cricut Design Space and I'm going to go to New Project. And all I'm using are just text boxes. So I'm going to go over here to the left and click text. And I'm going to select my font. And I like this, I'm going to go to recent, because I just uploaded a video where I just did a regular, just Cricut, putting on Cricut words, vinyl to an object. And I like this, A Child's Year. So I'm going to say save. And I'm going to do these separately, the words, because this has 3 slats. So I'm going to put save Mother Earth. So I'm going to do them separate, but I'll print them out the same or on the same. But I'm going to resize it. I think 3.9 by 1.06 is okay for that. I don't know why that box won't move. Okay, there it is. Let me double check. Because each letter will have to be, or word will have to be a different size, because, so I like that. I'm going to move it. Well, I said I'm going to move it. And I'm going to go ahead and do another text box. Mother. And I think it can be about 6. another text box. Oops, text box went away. I hit delete. I'm just playing with the size. I'm going to make that a capital S. Oops, it's gotten too white. I don't know why it's putting it there. Okay, so now when I'm going to move these down. Just get them out of the way. And I need to put a shape over this. And then I'm going to go and bring the word to the front so you can see it. Because with a stencil you want to have room to, for your paint. So you don't paint outside the... And then you have to go, just click here. I'm going to go here. And put, and hold it and drag it over. And then once you do this, your slice down here will light up. So you click it, go back to this, move that out, move that out. And you can delete those. And then I'm going to move it up here. So I'm going to do the same thing with Mother. Put an image, a shape over it, a square. Go to the word and right click and put bring forward. Well, it didn't work. Send that to the back. That worked. Okay. So I sent the box to the back. I'm just going to do the same thing. Give a little bit of wiggle room. And now go over here to the corner and cover this by holding it, and then slice lights up right there. And then I just take out because we're getting rid of, it's backwards from doing an actual, you're taking out what normally you would leave. So I'm going to move it up here because I'm going to print these together. And then do the same thing with earth. And I'm going to send it, right click, send it backwards. Well, that didn't work. Bring this forward. I don't. Bring to front. There. I need this box. So just give yourself some wiggle room. Come over here and hold down with your left, the left part of your keyboard. Slice. Remove that. Remove that. And then just delete them. Now I'm going to get my stencil film, and I need to, I've got what? About 7.5, a little over 6 inches. But what I'm going to do is select all and then weld them or combine. So they'll print on one. I won't have to do, what am I trying to think of? Like 2 mats or 2 cuts. So now I'm going to cut my stencil film. It's a little bit over 6 inches wide, and I'm going to say 7.5 long. And then I will be right back. Okay, so now I have put my stencil film on my mat. I'm going to go to make. I'm not going to save it. And I cut it at 6.5 by 7.5. Basic cut, 12 by 12 mat. I'm going to hit continue. My Cricut's on. I don't know. There it is. So now I'm going to have to go and select. Now I've got to cancel because I hit premium vinyl. And I needed to select. So I'm going to hit continue again. I'm going to go to browse all materials. And I'm just going to type in stencil film. and it is flexible stencil film. Hit done. Now it's telling me to load my mat. Let me see if I can get you all to see. And now cut. And I'm going to pause because this will take a little bit. See you in a minute. Okay, so now it's printed off. I'm going to peel it off the mat. And hope that I can see it. And I'm going to go ahead and cut these out because you can see the little outline boxes. I'm going to cut them out individually, but I want to go a little bit over where it's hard to see. So I think for length purposes and stuff like that, I'm just going to, or video length, because of my phone, because that's the only way I could figure out how to do this. I'm just going to do one with you. So what you want to do with these, you want to remove the negative space. So obviously this outer border, get hold of it. Needs to go. And then the letters. Kind of hard to see. I've never used this stencil film. I've always used just regular Cricut vinyl. But in the one I did yesterday, in an attempt and like I said, it was coming from my phone. It said it wouldn't upload because it was too large. I should have, I guess, made separate videos and merged them together in the editor, but I didn't. It's hard to see once you get it on the surface. So you just remove what you would normally want on your what you would want left normally is what you're removing here. It's reverse weeding, basically. It's so cool. And then I'm going to be doing a t-shirt video as well, using my heat transfer vinyl and heat press. And I really like this better than Cricut. You get a whole lot more, and I can't remember it. It wasn't, I can't remember how much it was, but it wasn't very much. So, cut that down a little bit more. Leave that there because how big do I need this? I'm going to go ahead and cut this and I'll be right back. Okay, now I have I've cut the transfer tape and I've weeded everything, but I wanted to mention, obviously you need to leave the part with the, you know, well, it does it for you. But that'll have to be removed after painting. So I'm going to put my transfer tape on. I really like this transfer tape a whole lot better than the Cricut. I like Cricut vinyl, but I'm not crazy about their transfer tape. It's just too sticky. So now I'm going to press it down in the center, work my way out. And again, I'm just going to do the one word because for some reason when I have to do this from my phone, it'll only let me do for so long. It's probably not going to be enough. And now, let's see if it lifts it up. And see, one thing, I'm not real sure about this vinyl because, or yeah, the stencil film, because I have a hard time seeing it once it's applied. So now I'm going to attempt to center this. That's why I made them because I go by sight, and I shouldn't because I really can't see this very well. And I'm hoping that's not going to hurt. I wasn't thinking about those grooves. I have to look and see if y'all can see. And if I pull from this way, my border. Duh. Yeah, I didn't think that one through real well. Should have used a different surface. So don't do that. Use something flat, I guess, or cut it closer, make your words smaller. I think it's working this time. It's really hard to tell with this film. Yeah, it's working. It's just, I can't see stuff with it. That's why I'm like, I don't know, I didn't get it all. It took up my... Don't do that. See, that to me is just really hard to see. But we got her done. Now, painting it. So this is supposed to be able to be used more than once. I don't know after I mangled it if it will be able to be, but if I use it for something small. Now I'm going to take a little bit of apple barrel white matte paint. That's the paint. Ah, Lord. And I'm going to put some on a sponge brush. That's a stiff sponge brush. Just make sure I don't get out of I'm just going to apply a thin coat first to start off with. I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and then I'll put some more. Be right back. Okay, so now for the moment of truth. It is still wet as I'm lifting this up. And that will have to be gotten out. So be careful not to get paint. Easier said than done. I'm beginning to think my E part came off when I pulled it up. I can see it there. Yeah, there it is. I just gotta be careful. And then the A part. Hope I'm getting this to where you can see it. Because I can't hardly see it. So there is the save. And I'll put the Mother Earth on there. And that is how you do. I like the stencil vinyl. I really like this transfer tape, the HTV you get a lot more, or the stencil film. But I don't know if it's because of the different transfer tape that I like it, but you can do this with regular Cricut vinyl also, just by going about those steps in Cricut Design Space. So when I have it done, I will share a picture of it. You all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. And there it is, finished. So you all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.